So now we're headed towards Easter. We'd like to replicate the success of Light of Christmas, but we find the goalposts have moved again with the children in homeschooling and not actually being in classes. And at this point, when we're speaking in the middle of February, it looks as if that might be the case right up until Easter. So any resource we produce would have to be suitable for being used at home. But do you know what? We're up for this challenge. We had Light Up Christmas and now we're working on colour in Easter. Thinking that pupils will know the outline of the story, they'll know some vague facts, but we want to bring it to life to make it vibrant and let them see this isn't just a story about an Iceman who was unjustly killed, but to understand why the empty tomb is so exciting and what it can mean for us today. So as with Christmas, the resource will be in 3 parts with 3 short videos produced by Issue Ireland. Now, these are excellent. If anyone's seen Light Up Christmas or the newer resource that Issue Ireland made, you'll know what high quality professional videos they produce. And in Colour in Easter, they're starting with a pale, uninteresting background and they bring colour exploding into the scene as they explore the Easter story, bringing it to life. There will be a resource pack to use alongside each video that will be suitable for children to use at home or in class. And this time we're also producing a resource pack for churches so that Sunday schools could use these videos and then we'll have appropriate material for them to use with their children in their setting. Again, the resource is free and it's available to anyone. So if people would like to talk to the schools they're working with and point them to this resource, there's an option to cover the Easter story, to look at this festival in a way the children enjoy, easy for the teachers to use when you can't have chaplains coming in to do it for them. So again, if you were interested in that, you go to www.suscotland.org.uk/schools and you'll find Colour in Easter there. Yeah, I'm always happy to talk about Bible Alive. It's something that I love using in schools. It's one of my favourite things to do. It's a programme I've been teaching for about 14 years. It's a fantastic way to explain a lot about the Bible in a relatively short space of time. Because it's done in the school class as part of the RME curriculum, it means the whole class is there. It's not just the handful of kids who may come along to an SU group or who would go to a church event. So the kids who think that the Bible's boring, think it's got nothing for them, they see these lessons and it changes the way they see the Bible. They're really surprised by it. They thought the Bible's dull, but they end up making comments like, now I know the Bible's really exciting. Now I know I want to know more. Now I want to know more about what it says. It's a programme that's aimed at the primary 5 to 7 age group. And it goes through the storyline of the Bible using storytelling, drama, music, quizzes, even some British Sign Language signing. And the Scottish Government passed a bill a couple of years ago promoting the use of BSL signing. So it's another thing that's quite advantageous to be able to offer to the classes. Normally, we would do hour-long lessons over a series of weeks, going from Genesis to Revelation, but it's not simply going through a series of stories. As we go through the stories, we do from the perspective of the Bible. So from the beginning, they discover what sin is, how the Bible says sin separates man from God, but that God had a plan for dealing with sin in sending Jesus. And then as we go through the rest of the Old Testament, we'll see there are clues pointing forward to what Jesus would do when he came to die on the cross and that he wants to have a relationship with people. And I find that even when kids know nothing about the Bible to begin with, and that's the case for the vast majority of kids that we see in school, being taught the storyline in this way, seeing how the Old Testament points forward and what the cross is really about, it makes sense to them. It reaches them at a level and in a way that they understand. And you get that penny dropping moment where you see that they get it. They understand why Jesus had to come. They understand why it was he had to die as a sacrifice. I had a child saying once, after just doing the Old Testament part, now I understand the real story of Jesus. So this is a resource that's offered free to schools. The kids really enjoy it. It's engaging, it's involving, it's interactive, it fits in beautifully with the Curriculum for Excellence. Teachers love it because it ticks so many boxes of what they're required to cover. And they'll say this is a really helpful resource for busy teachers, and they love the fact that the kids enjoy it and that they're happy being involved. And there's nothing like it when you get into school, once you've been in once or twice and the kids see you coming, and they'll punch the air or they'll get so excited, they'll go, oh, yes, it's Bible Alive. And nothing's a better start to the day than seeing that.